All rise. Quando, Omni, Flunkus, Moritati. Sit down. All right, now bow your heads for the man's prayer. I'm a man, but I can change if I have to, I guess. Yeah, right. Well, welcome to this month's online lodge meeting. This is the last month when we're allowing non-members to attend the meetings. We hope you've enjoyed coming here all summer. I think we started it in May and so forth, and give you a kind of a summer holiday. But now, starting right next lodge meeting will be members only, where you need the password to get into these sections, and the only way to get the password is to become a member. And you know, once in a while people ask me, how do I become a member of the lodge? It's real easy. I mean, you just go to the redgreenshop.com, and you'll see lodge memberships up in the upper left-hand corner, right there. Just click on that, and just follow the trail. It's real easy. And once you're a member, of course, not only can you come to the meetings, but you get 10% discount lifetime on everything in our Possum Lodge store. So, and plus you get a wallet and a card and a lapel pin like this one, and shame, yeah. Anyway, people still are joining. The numbers go up every month. We got a few this month. Let's read out a few names. Daniel Zielski from Minnesota, Harry Lampher of Missouri, Dave Filimono, I hope, of Washington, Lucas Cole from is that Ontario? My gosh, Canadian boy. David Rooney from Michigan. Zelig Berkovich from Quebec, another Canadian boy, and a fellow who upgraded his membership, Keith Fernstermacher of Pennsylvania. So I'd like to welcome the new and also the used members. Always good to have all of you here. You know, a couple of weeks ago, on August the 15th, I was going up to do a show at Hanover Raceway, and I dropped in to see Harold. He lives up there with Bonnie, and he's doing about the same. He seemed surprised and somewhat glad to see me. But the good news is he's found a way of supporting himself. I didn't ask for the details because I didn't want to jinx it, and I wasn't all that interested. Anyway, he's doing good, and that will take a load off everybody in our whole family. Oh yeah, I wanted to remind you, I'm doing a very small U.S. tour in November. Now everything's in place. The promoter had decided he wanted to do 5 or 6 shows down the east coast of the states, and we had to, I don't know if you remember, but we had a voting on Facebook where you would vote for the state, and one of the states that got the most votes where I'm going. And the winners were Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maryland. And then the promoter added Michigan in for no known reason. Anyway, the tour starts November the 7th, and it ends on November the 14th. You can check out redgreen.com. You see all the details right there. Oh, here's a if you have ever wanted to own a piece of Possum Lodge, this is your one and only chance. When we finished shooting the show, all the stuff got stored in a place in Hamilton, Ontario called Mr. Used, and he's now moving or downsizing or being incarcerated. I'm not sure how it's going, but anyway, that stuff is all going to be auctioned off on September the 14th at noon. It's Mr. Used. It's in Hamilton, Ontario. And it's at 954 Barton Street East. And I don't think this will ever happen again. We'll put the details also on our website, but you guys, because you're coming to the meeting, you get the advance notice. Now, I know a lot of you don't believe that the Red Green Show ever had scripts, but we're going to prove it. And we're going to prove it by actually posting the scripts to be downloaded. I mean, it's not free, but it's as close as we'll ever get. On the website. It's probably the first batch will be in the middle of September or so, and they'll come maybe every month. There'll be another season. We're going to start with the last, start at the end and work backwards, which is like the way I like to have dinner, as a matter of fact. So we're going to start with the 15th and final season, then we're going to work all the way back, and if we do one a month, it's going to take 15 months, so that's, I believe that's a little over a year. So, I mean, they will all get there eventually. So don't get antsy on us. We'll do the best we can. But the beauty, we're thinking, if you had the script, you could watch the program, and as you look at the script to see where we goofed lines or where we ad-libbed or maybe a little of both of those. Speaking of which, there may be a temporary interruption in the last 9 seasons of the show on YouTube. And when it's all fixed, what's going to happen is if you're watching from Canada, you'll only be able to see those episodes by going to the Comedy Network website rather than our channel on YouTube. If you live anywhere else other than Canada, it'll be business as usual. And I mean, we apologize for the inconvenience, but you know, when you're trying to sell a program like this one, you pretty much have to do whatever the broadcast. Sorry.
I'm not sure that they're on the Comedy Network website anyways. They're probably not. Like you have to watch it on the actual channel, like on the actual Comedy Network, not their website.
So it's not going to be available to anybody in Canada
online?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, they want people to watch it on.
Oh, so they want the online rights, not to put it online, just to.
I don't know if they have any.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Start again. Goofed or both. Speaking of which, there may be a temporary interruption in actually the last 9 seasons on YouTube on our channel. And when it's all fixed and everything, what's going to happen is if you're watching from Canada, you're not going to be able to see those episodes on YouTube. You have to watch them on the Comedy Network or some other source from them, not from us. If you live anywhere other than Canada, it'll be business as usual. We certainly apologize for the inconvenience, but you know, when you're trying to sell a program like this one, you pretty much do whatever the broadcaster wants. So be sure to check out all the other areas while you're here at the lodge. I mean, go to all the other areas in this website. We got new lodge announcements and you know, that kind of thing up there, and a bunch of pictures in our photo gallery and so on. I even did a little tip for snowbirds in the handyman corner, so you might want to check that out. And we have a very special member of the month this month. It's a local artist, a guy by the name of Jim Jackson. He's been making things for the show for like over 20 years, and one of which is something I carry with me on tour, hangs down in front of the podium. So Jim's been a good friend of ours, and we try to give him a real special salute, and wanted to do it before we're back to members only. Speaking of which, have a great September. It might be time to start stacking the firewood. I'll see you right here at the end of the month for our next lodge meeting. And sorry, it's members only, so if you feel you've had a good time, like ante up. It's not all that expensive. It won't kill you. And meanwhile, keep your stick on the ice.